Can you talk about what's involved in testing a web page?
There's actually quite a bit involved in checking a web page. One of the things that I like to do is check them from home so I can see how fast they'll actually load, because it can sometimes be problematic if the page takes a really long time to load from a modem at home, because somebody who's not sighted isn't really sure whether or not that page is actually loading and what's going on. So that's a pretty important one, and also whether or not the information is clear and you can understand what the page is trying to, the message the page is trying to convey, and also whether or not the links are clear so that when you click on something, is it actually going to, where is it going to go, so the links don't say something like click here and, that kind of thing as you go through them with your screen reader. Another important thing is forms, because those can be pretty difficult to make accessible, so that when you tab through those forms, which information should go in which box is pretty important. And sort of an overall organization to the site. You want the site to have the links in similar places in similar orders and be laid out in a similar sort of fashion throughout the different pages, because you sort of get users who use sites frequently and that kind of thing, and they need to be able to rely on having things in a certain place and being able to know where to find those links and that information throughout the site. So sort of a variety of things you look for.
Okay. How do you determine which of the university's web pages should be reviewed?
Generally, different departments or individual web designers will come to the ATRC and usually present their questions or their web page to Kath Kilcommons, and a lot of times she'll contact me and we'll either review those pages together or separately and then combine our information. On occasion, I've actually contacted individual web designers myself and expressed concerns about certain things on their web pages and sort of tried to see if things could be changed, but generally it's done through the ATRC.